Okay, this is another hex recording from Ritter with Purp White Surprise. We're playing against Dragon Keep. This is a pre-recorded video, so I'm doing a voiceover for you. We started with 3 sources. We started off with a Howlin' Brave. This turned out to be a good game, but at the end, it ends up bugging out right when it was getting really interesting. We were probably going to lose, but it was fun to watch anyway. So we started off with a Scrivener. Next turn we can play the Purp source, and the 1/1 that when it dies we get another 0/1. We're not going to block this. And then basically gives us a 1, 2, 3, 4 drop in succession, which is nice. Alright. Playing the first Purp in case we draw something for double Purp that we want to play later on. And gain life, and then we can swing on in. And if I remember correctly, this is how it goes for a bunch of turns until he starts playing monster after monster after monster. I think he's going to drop a chlorophyll here. Maybe not. Nope. He is playing green ramp, so it's going to get really rough for us soon. We draw another source. Hideous Conversion here really doesn't do too much, but what we could do is we could down the line sack our dudes. For example, the guy I'm attacking with right now, he'll be sacked to gain a life again with the Scrivener when the token comes into play. It's kind of cool. I could have... Nope, I couldn't have. See, if I sacked him now, got a token to... Nope, I wouldn't have been able to play the Protectorate. So he's going to 5-man, he's going to Spirit Dance. This is the problem. All of his dudes are now going to get +2/+2 and cost 2 less in the deck. So he's going to draw into just monster after monster. We get kind of lucky here. Draw a second Protectorate. So I think the plan here was play out a Protectorate, get our team big, play out another Protectorate, get our team bigger. The one-shot on these Protectorates actually become extremely relevant. I could have sacked my 1/1 to play the Scrivener first and gained an extra life with the Protectorate that I'm playing. But I wanted to keep the 1/1 alive, so it had a little bit of meat to it when I wanted to swing or block with it. I'm going to get it for 2 right here. And really all we needed was one more turn, unmolested, to just take advantage here, but we don't get it. He ramps up to 6, and I think, yep, here comes the fist. Yeah, this is the beginning of the problems that we face, because we don't draw a inner conflict at all. Inner conflict would just solve all the problems here. Instead, we keep drawing sources. So we're going to play both of these out. Gain another life. Gain 2 more life, technically, because he gains 1 for himself, and the other one gains him a life, and then this second guy here will gain us 2 more life. So really we're just padding our life total so that the fist doesn't feel so painful at first. The fist has trample, and it's invincible, so we're not going to be blocking it unless we're desperate. And it has to attack each turn, so our goal here is to just start pumping up our team through his blockers. I believe he just gets on a pretty good streak here of drawing dudes, though, which is a problem for us. He has to swing. He doesn't have a choice. We're just going to take it. We don't want to throw away any guys yet. We still have 24 life. Oh, well, we'll have 17 life after the attack, which is fine. Yep, and out comes a Gigantosaur, is it called? I'm not even sure. It's just a 7/7, but because of the Spirit Dance, it goes up to a 9/9. It's pretty powerful. No trample, nothing like that. So we do a pretty tricky play here. We did draw a third Protector, which was nice. And our play here is going to be to swing with both of our Protectorates, or whatever they're called, our 2/4 guys. Whichever one he blocks, we're going to bounce with the one shot back to our hand. This way it doesn't die. But the rest of our team will get pumped. So this is, good use of the mechanic. It has a one-shot ability of, for 1 mana, you can bounce it back to your hand. So we don't really care so much about him. Like, we would like him to block the 1/1. We know he's not going to block the 1/1. So basically, there was no reason not to get in with it. It was just a free point of damage. He's going to think about it. He will block one of the 2/4s, which is what we expect. So we basically got a free point of damage in with the 1/1. He might have blocked a Scrivener if we attacked with them. He might have thrown a Howling Brave in front, so that's not something we were interested in doing. Here we go. We're going to one-shot it back to our hand. Now, it's removed from combat. It doesn't deal damage, it doesn't take damage, but our other 2/4 successfully gets in. And this is also good because next turn now we'll be able to gain another 2 life for replaying a creature. And because we drew a third one on this turn, we can do the same trick again next turn, which is good for us. Very good for us. Alright. He's down to 4 cards, but the problem is every time he draws something, if it was just a Howling Brave, now it's a 3/3 Howling Brave. If he draws a Sensei, it's a 3/3 free-to-play Sensei that draws him another card. So we really had to dodge, 1 or 2 turns of him just dropping a monster on us. He's going to get in. We'll take it again. We still have plenty of life. His guy has trample. It would be nice if we can get a guy up to, 7/8 or something like that, so it could just block it, but was not in the cards. We're basically trying to buy time until we can find a murder for the 9/9 or an inner conflict for the 7/7. Here's the Chlorophilia. This was good to see because he didn't drop anything to do any damage to us this turn. But of course, he's gonna, have plenty of time to draw more things. Here's a problem also. It's a Pack Raptor. Now, this Pack Raptor usually wouldn't be a problem, but it's a 3/3 first striking Pack Raptor, so it kind of cuts off our free damage that we were getting in last turn with that 2/2. But, again, we have to make our decisions here. Like, we need to start getting in. So we'll play another guy, and we're going to replay both our dudes before combat. So that if we happen to get in, when the Protectorates get in damage, it pumps the whole team +1/+1. So we want them all to be on the board just in case. We gained another 2, so we're back up to 16, which is good. And decision time. We're definitely going to get in with the 2 Protectorates. This is our big game plan here. They both have one-shots still available because we used the one-shot on the other guy last turn. And I don't think I get in with the 2/2 because he can just block the 9/9 on one of our Protectorates and the 3/3 on the 2/2. And we want him to throw away the Pack Raptor if possible. Oh, no, we do. Okay, so we can attack because if he blocks the 2/2, that means one of our Protectorates is getting in. And he's losing the Pack Raptor. It was a hard choice here. I also wanted to potentially leave back a blocker I didn't care about throwing away. It took me a while to figure this one out. I think I decided to only attack with the 2-3-5s. This might have been wrong. Nope, I did get in with all three. That seems right. It's basically the same situation. If he blocks the 2 Protectorates, he'll lose a Pack Raptor, and I get in a free 2 damage. In this case, he does try to block in such a way that we're going to lose the Shin Hair, but that's okay. We're going to one-shot back the guy he's blocking that's going to die. There it goes. And now I believe I do something tricky here also. Well, I guess it didn't matter. His Pack Raptor has first strike, so he'll kill my Shin Hair before the Protector pumps the team. But I wanted to make sure that Hex didn't mess this up on me, so I sacked my Shin Hair before damage. I wasn't going to kill his guy anyway. I got my 0-1 out of it untapped, gained 2 more life, and it's going to get the pump and become a 1-2 from the Protectorate now getting in. Of course, the problem here is we can't do this trick for a third time because now both of our one-shots are used up. So we only have one shot left. So the next time we do this, something's going to die. All right. And nothing left to do. We just pass it on over. Now he's down to 1 card. We really just needed him to just not draw a Sensei here, because a Sensei just cycles for free and gives him a 3/3 and then another card on top. We needed him to just not draw something big for 2 turns. 1 turn would be nice. But of course, we fail. He draws a Genesis Hydra, which is now a 6/6. So, a little unlucky for us, and we're still not drawing anything fantastic, which is also kind of unlucky. You know, a murder at any point would have been great. Inner conflict would have been fine. If we were drawing our Eternal Youth a little earlier, it would have been nice. Even if we draw a Resurrection here, well, here's an Eternal Youth, but if we drew a Resurrection earlier in this game, we could have sacked off some of our dudes to lay it out real fast. Like right here, a Resurrection would be bonkers good. And I don't believe we have an attack to make. We just have nothing we can do. The question is, do we play out the Eternal Youth? I think I hold it because if we draw the 2/2, the Paladin, he gains he gets a +1/+1 counter whenever we gain a life, so it's worth holding on to it. At a point not too in the far future, though, we're going to have no choice but to play it to just not die. And although it looks like we're in bad shape here, we actually have an opportunity, if we wanted to bounce our last Protectorate with his 1-shot, replay it for 2 life, sack our Shin Hair. When the token comes in, we gain another 2 life. So that's 4 life right there if we really were desperate. Still not desperate, still not going to block. We want to sacrifice our guys off on our own terms, not his. Okay, and of course he has another Gigantosaur. Why wouldn't he? And what do we draw? Yep, of course it's a source, something we didn't need, but it lets us draw another card. Yeah, I mean we're at 6, but we need to draw something, so we of course draw the Pact of Pain also at the end of the game here. This would have been fantastic, 3 turns ago. At this point, it's just kind of like an insult. We don't have life to really throw away to it, but it depends on what he decides to do as far as his attacks go. We're going to have to either soak up a hit from the fist, in which case we can't pact, or we block. So I think what I end up doing here is we take the 7, and then I sack the Shin Hair so that the token comes in, gain the life, so that I can draw an extra card right now, or at the end of his turn. This is also extremely dangerous because if his 1 card is a Wild Growth, we're just dead. But it's not. It's just another Genesis Hydra. So we really needed a Resurrection. If we had a Resurrection at any point, we would have very easily won this. Right, so in his end step, we're going to sack. We gain our 2 life. My wife is talking about how when I watch Magic the Gathering videos, there's one commentator, Frank T. Lepore, who works for TCGplayer.com. He does very funny videos. He plays MTGO, and he always has jazz playing in the background of his videos, and the viewers seem to enjoy it. So we'll have to try that. She's saying that she'll sing jazz for us, but this is the end of the game, basically, right here. We did our little trick to try to draw a card, and then everything gets frozen. So it's kind of annoying that we got all the way through the game. We don't know what the card will be that we would draw. We don't know what our next draw was going to be because we can't get that far. I mean, we look to be in a bad spot here, but at the same time, it's impossible to tell what would happen. For all we know, the top card of our library is our Resurrection, and then we can start bringing back Shin Hair for 2 life a turn. We can start blocking. We can start doing some silly things. But there's just nothing we can do. The game is frozen. It froze basically at the worst possible time. So, we apologize. We say that's, it sucks. Can't do anything about it, though. The game is still in alpha. I'm going to consider doing some music in the background. It's not a bad idea. But we'll catch you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed it.